Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. It's currently thunderstorming and it's currently daytime, so I can't sleep through it, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. In the last episode, and probably for quite a few episodes now, a lot of what we've done has been, I guess, upgrading this reactor so that it makes more power, and I mean, that's honestly pretty much been a lot of what we've done. We've been able to put, more upgrades in these machines because of that, so that, we're hopefully getting a lot more resources out of this bad boy, which should hopefully be filling up this guy. And I think he is. I think look, we've got an insane amount of resources, right? Which reminds me, we can actually start working towards processing this a little bit more. But before we get into that, what else was there? I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, we've actually set up like proper auto crafting. All of these patterns in here, we can order. It'll craft this stuff, and it's actually, it saves us so much time. It's genuinely really, really good. So we're gonna want to do more of that. But the question is, what else do we want to do? Another thing though is, what was I gonna say? In the other episode, we set up a feral flare lantern. This guy's responsible for placing these light sources around, right? These invisible light sources. Someone in the comments, however, told me, apparently I can use glowstone on a framed block. And it will emit... Oh, it will emit a light. That's really cool. That's really cool, because then you get the benefit of... And so I imagine if I pick this up, yeah, the light disappears. Very interesting. So yeah, I can right-click, and I can have these like pillars, these framed blocks emit lights. And you can use like frame slabs and stuff, which means realistically, I wouldn't have to use the feral flare lantern. Now, the benefit of the feral flare lantern is obviously just like, it puts lights everywhere so that I don't have to do it myself. But I guess, I don't know, it's the best of both worlds. You place the lights where you want the light sources, like in specific spots. But you also don't have to worry about like picking up a torch and placing a torch. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. I quite like that. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll use it. I mean, I want to, but it's like I would have to be picking up blocks and like replacing them with framed versions. But anyway, so a few things I want to do this episode. One is I would love to start processing all this stuff, right? That'd be really good. Just processing all of it, getting that done. To do that though, we're going to be creating a mess. Now, even if we could store all the resources in here, but I almost don't want to. I mean, the problem is it's really good. Like, this is genuinely a phenomenal storage for just like holding all this stuff. And it's not even like max upgraded, which is the other crazy part. But I also sort of want to just make it like better disk drives. So I'm at this little crossroad where it's like, well, what should I use? Because I mean, all of this stuff's accessible from the system. So it's like, I mean, we might as well just keep using the backpack, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Why not? In regards to the backpack, I do actually want to get more of these stack upgrades. The problem is they're a bit of an annoyance to make. You know what we should do? We should actually just make some patterns for it. Oddly enough, if I search pattern... Okay, yeah, here it is. I wasn't sure why it wasn't showing up before. But anyway, we've got this pattern provider. I'm going to slap him... I guess, I don't know. It doesn't really matter where. I'm just trying to think of like the least ugly place. And then we're gonna actually do some of this. Ooh, we don't have enough. I can do 5. 5, beautiful. In fact, this stuff. Oh, yeah, we can do a lot more than 5, but 5's good enough for now. So I'm gonna make some patterns. I want to make patterns to create whatever it was I was just looking at. The stack upgrade, right? For this guy, because they're pretty good. And I'm thinking we might be able to slap them over there at our mob farm, and that might. It won't solve the issue. You know, I think the mob farm does need a good disk drive, because there's a lot of little items and stuff like that we need to deal with, and they're not going to stack, so a stack upgrade isn't really going to do much. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll see what we do. On the topic of seeing what we'll do, did we have any more leads lying around? Because I saw some sheep, and we do actually need to, grab these guys, because there was an incident in the previous episode involving some wolf dude killing all our stuff. So anyway, place that there. That should be fine. Alright, so you know what? I'm not actually going to make patterns for this. Instead, I'm just going to manually craft, an extra one of these, because I guess why not? But in the future, you know what? I can add the patterns for the blocks. How does that sound? That seems pretty fair. So we'll get, gold blocks, diamond blocks, all that sort of stuff. We'll create patterns. Everything's fine. Everybody relax. Everything's good. I totally know what I'm doing this episode. Alrighty, we have another tier 3 upgrade. So we can chuck this guy in here, and what we should hopefully see is the ability to, yeah, put all of these into a stack again, which is just insane. Can I take any of these out? Okay. I feel you. But yeah, anyway, so this guy's doing pretty good with storage. That'll be fine. What do I want to do? Do I want to do the auto processing, or do I want to store all of the junk we're making? I'll be honest, I kind of want to store all the junk, so we'll probably do that first. So to do that, I'm going to make some more patterns. Now, obviously, with our normal storage cells, we can only hold 63 types of items, right? So 63 different things. Now, with that mob farm, we're getting lots of just like tools and like pieces of armor and stuff. And we could just void that stuff. We could throw it in the bin. You know, that's an option. We could definitely do that. I don't really like doing that. It's a little bit of effort to do as well. It might just be easier for us to just store it until eventually we decide that, hey, we probably want to get rid of it. So I guess that's the plan. We'll see what we do. So instead of using these normal storage cells, we're probably going to use these disk drives. These ones, instead of using types, they just use a big number. So for example, I believe this thing could hold like 4,000 stuff. I think. I'm not entirely sure because it still says bytes, and the bytes work differently to I guess the things from refined storage. So I'm not entirely sure how these disk drives work compared to the cells, but all I know is that they do work. Or at least I think they do. So anyway, if we search disk drive, the best that we can get, I believe, is this guy here, 64K. And I mean, that's pretty good. And we should be able to afford this relatively easily. I'm not going to autocraft the actual drive itself, but these internal parts, the 64K storage components, we can autocraft that, as well as, you know, each other little bit within here. All the way, obviously, to the 1K. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, we need one more pattern. That should be fine. I should be able to order quite a few of these because we processed a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, but there's a lot of small like auto crafting things we need to do. Like I need to have these Certus quartz crystals like auto crafted and maintained, like with a stack in our system or something. That'd be really good. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we now have these, so I can slap them in here. There we go. And so now I can order one of those 64K storage components. Hopefully. Oh, we actually need more Certus quartz. Yeah. You know what? It would be really good to automate like just the production of these Certus quartz crystals. Why don't we do it? I think we should. So what I'm going to do is apparently I'm going to pickaxe that. I'm going to dig underneath here. Well, I guess first we'll see. What's this guy offering? What have you got? Protection, mending, respiration, rebounding. I mean, I don't really need it. I'll be honest. The dripstone actually looks pretty good. I might get my hands on some of that dripstone. I don't know if we would ever need it, but you can never have enough dripstone or something. I don't know. There's a saying there. Totally. So yeah, we've now got a spot underneath this enrichment chamber. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pattern provider below there, and this guy should do all the magic in theory. So I'm going to slap him under here. We'll configure the enrichment chamber, and I'm going to set the bottom to be input and output, and I'm going to set it to auto eject. What this should mean, as an example, is if I grab a Certus quartz seed that we'll have to craft using sand, if I grab one of these and I place it in here, what we should see is the finished product automatically go back into the system. It should be phenomenal. It should just disappear. You ready? Boom, gone, vanished. And it's actually in the system because it goes into this guy here, into the return inventory section, and then it gets sent off into the storage. So it's pretty cool. This thing does all in one. He's the crafter and the importer back into the system if we're going to compare it to our refined storage. So in terms of him, we will need to put a pattern in there. And I mean, it's honestly pretty simple. We just grab this pattern right here. Boom. That's it. We grab that, we place it in here. Bada bing, bada boom. That's genuinely it. So what's next, you might be wondering? Well, I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, we need the crafting recipe for, the Certus quartz seeds. This recipe right here. That's fine. We can do that. We'll chuck it even in this one at the bottom. But the next thing we need is probably something that keeps a specific amount within our system. So in refined storage, it was called a requester. This has, ME requester. Keeps track of up to 6 different item types and requests new crafts when needed. This is what we want. Now, the scary thing about this is it's from the Lazier AE2 mod. Okay. This mod just scares me a bit because it's like we need to craft more things most of the time. Like, you ready? I'll click on this. What do we recognize out of here? We recognize the dense energy cell, and that's it. Maybe the ME interface, yeah. The rest of this stuff, we don't have our hands on it. We haven't even touched it before. We would need to make a new processor. But to be honest, it's not a bad idea. Like, it's genuinely not a bad idea. What we can do anyway, while we're waiting, is I can go ahead and order some of this Certus quartz. In fact, I should just be able to order the 64K storage cell because it'll craft everything it needs. Oh, we actually need oh, yeah. I should auto craft this as well. Ooh, how difficult will that be to do? Hold on, how many channels are we using? We're using 9 out here, and we're using 6 down there. So these smart cables, they can only handle 8 channels. I have a feeling if I start slapping stuff on here, we might overdo it. We can give it a shot, though. Oh, can we, though? I don't even know if we can reach it. Oh, no, we can. Because all I need is the interfaces to be on the drawers to place the items in. So, like, we order silicon and put silicon in, right? Actually, yeah, hold on. The brain... I think I've got it. We're going to grab a barrel. We're going to craft a barrel. Grab this guy. This guy is going to lead into all of them, right? So I'm going to slap him right there. This will have a pattern provider latched on. So we'll craft one of these. That should be good. Grab him. He's going to go underneath, and I'll make him a fancy one. He can be one of these ones. They look pretty cool. So that's fine. All looks good there. We've got our Flux Cables. These will, go in under the ground. Awesome. And this will put all the ingredients in, right? So it'll put all the resources. From there, what's going to happen is we'll have item pipes carry the resources out and into the barrels as they need to go. So we'll go in here. We'll need, obviously, some more item pipes. This is another recipe we should probably craft. That'd be nice. We'll grab a few. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. So we'll have these go there. So already, perfect. This should work. This should put all the resources in. And it should actually automatically craft genuinely every single thing. Except this doesn't have auto redstone being put in. So I'll bring this up here. We'll grab an export bus, which I'll have to craft. This guy right here. Oh, we can order the ingredients. Look at us. Living in the future. Export bus can go here. And we can actually tell this guy, hey, put redstone in there. And we should see, hopefully, this number go up once, of course, I hook everything up. Because currently we haven't even hooked anything up. But this should genuinely magically do everything. Which I'm pretty excited about. So, I'll tell you what. We'll head on underneath. The cables are pretty close here. We're going to find out pretty soon whether we've overloaded our system. So, for example, right now, I believe this one will say, 7 channels connected. And I think connecting this last one will be 8 if we bring this guy over here. So, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that is now connected. If we come over here and look at this guy again, he now says 8 channels. He's full. He's fully loaded. Good to go. Wonderful. If we want to put any more, I guess, cable connections through that pipeline, we'll have to upgrade this one to be a dense cable like what we've got over here. Awesome. Cool. So, everything should be hooked up. First of all, yep, redstone's going in. Awesome. One problem is all of our redstone's going to go in there, or at least as much as it can hold, which is, I don't know if it'll tell us. Oh, it actually does, 2,000. So that's perfect, because at the moment we have more than 2,000, so we're good. Everything's fine. Perfect. Arguably, we could do the same with silicon, but I think I'll just include silicon within our system here. So that should be good. What's going on over there? Oh, that's still the same guy. I'm wondering as well in terms of this guy over here, we have a network over here, don't we? What if we automate the production as well? Because then I could have smelting recipes automatically, smelting. That's not a bad idea either. Yeah. What if? What if indeed? So if we come up here and we connect not an export bus, sorry, but a pattern terminal, I'll have to get a little bit closer. We should be able to do that. That should work just fine. What I'm also thinking, as we sit here, is I should get another wireless access point and chuck it over in that other area. I don't think we need range upgrades or anything. I don't even know 100% if that's even a thing. If we can get away with just chucking like an access point over here, we might as well. I mean, I imagine. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if this is like a horrible idea, but we can just slap this guy under there. And now I should have access. Oh, is he... Did that connect? Did that pipe connect? Yeah, it did. Let's see if I can... Alright, there we go. I disconnected. I crouched under and disconnected the pipe. So yeah, now I can access my network from here. Awesome. So, I'm going to want another pattern terminal. Or pattern provider, sorry. Once again, it doesn't have to be a full block if we don't want it to be. We might as well do that. And then what we can do is probably... I don't really want the cables going everywhere. You know what I mean? So, I almost... It's right at the edge. I'll tell you what. I'll break this, right? And we'll go below here. You know, just like this. And underneath, over like that. But what I think we can do with AE2 is I'm pretty sure there's covers. Or at the very least, panels. I don't know exactly what they're called. They might even be called facades, for all I know. Yeah, facades. We can do a facade. So an oak plank facade? Well, I don't know how to do it. But you can do it, is I guess the point. You know what? Why am I trying to experiment when it probably says it in the book? Let's have a look. Terminals. Yep. A nice Linux joke can be placed there when you think of it. Facade. Come on. Facade. Facade. In terms of the facades, I don't think I've seen facades. I don't think I see them here. So I think we're going to have to try and big brain this ourselves, which is... Ooh, it's a rough one. It's going to be rough, but I think we can do it. By the way, instead of doing the requester route that I'm probably going to try and do, this lazier requester or whatever, I believe you can work around it using a level emitter to sort of turn machines off and on, or at least the auto crafting. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Regardless, though, I'm lazy. I'm going to use lazy AE2, even though it's probably more work, but it's less thinking. That's I think the main thing. These facades, though, I need a facade. I need, you ready? Cable anchors. These guys here. So they're going to cost us a Certus Quartz cutting knife. This guy right here, Certus Quartz, iron nugget, that stuff. And then you can combine it with, I guess, any type of ingot. What do we have a lot of? I mean, honestly, we've got a lot of gold. Sure, let's do it. So we'll grab some of this. We'll grab 12. And you surround a block you want to use. So, for example, wood will give us 4 facades here. And then what was the other block we wanted to use? I was double spacebarring instead of jetpacking. The other block we want to use is actually this chipped stone, which we do have on us, so we might as well use it. Chuck it in here. And yeah, we'll grab 4. We'll see if we need a little bit more, but that should be good for now. So we'll grab all that. That should work fine. And so we're going to place this here, like so. Have this go all the way down. We'll turn our jetpack back on, come under here. And then we'll just have this go like this way, right? So I'll have this go over here. I don't know if we can hook this up. I think we can. I think it's connected to the big network. We'll have to see though, because the other problem is all of these connections are also limited as well, depending on this guy. And this guy already says 8 channels. It's possible that if I disconnect this, let's have a look at how many channels it says over here. It says 7. Okay, so we can actually get away with this, but this is the last connection that we're allowed over here. So see, this is what I mean, where it's like, you need access to these cables so that you know. Like I'll probably forget this the next time we do it, and it'll be messy. So like, there's the fun aspect, and it's also like, I guess it's the downside is you have to actually like be conscious of that stuff. But anyhow, what we should be able to do now is run under here, and I should be able to place these like so, and they're beautifully camouflaged. This will obviously be an oak plank, but it can also just be a roof. If I grab this and just place it there. There we go. That's that problem solved. Obviously on the top, we're going to want to fix this stuff. So we're going to do that with these. The other issue is, can I make a cable facade with a hole in it? Because obviously, I'm not too sure. If I place a cable there, oh no, it goes through. Okay, so essentially what I want to do here is disconnect this, place down the plank, then place the cable back, and it reconnects. That's perfect. And for the sake of it, I will place these remaining 2 like so. It looks nice. I like it. Awesome. So now we have, at least part of the system, automatable. All I need to do now is put in this, pretty much put in any smelting recipe we ever want. into that guy. So what's the first smelting recipe we want? Well, we want silicon. We want to be able to make these recipes automatically. So we're going to use probably Certus quartz dust. If I search quartz dust, we don't have any normal nether quartz dust anyway, it looks like. So we will be using this stuff. So we're going to create this pattern there. Then once again, we're going to fly all the way over here. Open this guy up, chuck it in, and there we go. So in theory, we're pretty much there. We've pretty much done it. So obviously I'll need the recipes for the actual processes. So what's this going to look like? If I do logic processor, pretty much none of this is going to stay, if we're being completely honest. What it's going to look more like is we're going to say, hey, logic processor is going to be made up of you putting a piece of gold in there with a piece of silicon. And that's literally, that's going to be the recipe. And then we're going to do that for all the other patterns, all the other processes, sorry. And we are genuinely going to do that because it's honestly a pretty smart thing that we should do. I'll bookmark these. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, I think I've done it. So if we come over here and open this guy up, we can chuck in these patterns. If we wanted to, we could even cover up this floor here. What stone is it using? It's using this stone. Okay, that's doable. That's doable quite easily, to be completely honest. So we'll disconnect this, do the same thing, place you. Awesome. And this will make our room look a lot nicer. Or I guess our area. We don't really have a room, do we? Yeah, cool. Awesome. So these patterns are in there now, which means when I order this stuff again, because I don't think we've even made that 64K, have we? Because it asked for the stuff. We should now be able to order it. And it's going to craft some calculation processes. So I click it, and we should hopefully see the stuff go where it needs to go. It's possible. I will say it's possible that we're not quite there yet. Oh, yep. Look, I saw one go in. So there's one currently crafting here. Awesome. And there's more waiting to be crafted. And all of those will go in here. And they'll magically be turned into their processes, which will go into here. And then they'll go through the system. Oh, awesome. Very happy with that. Yes. Very, very happy. Cool. This down here. What was going here? It's because so I could access this. I guess this is the argument for like placing the pattern provider above in like the small panel form, because that'll probably be a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Because I'll be able to access it rather than breaking the floor every time I want to put a new enrichment recipe in. Yeah. Arguably though, at the moment, what our better option probably is just placing, I'm trying to decide what the best option here is, because we could do slabs, or we could just sneak a brick in. You know what I mean? Like I could just, or a stair, sorry. I could just place this here, and then this still gives us access to the pattern, but we also don't fall in it. I don't know. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah, these facades and stuff though that we're able to place, and like the camouflage blocks and stuff, that's the one thing I wish pipes somehow had, or if someone externally added it as an add-on. Like imagine if we had like just framed blocks and they had like somehow an integrated panel. Like you can place panels sort of around them, but not within the same block as the pipes. Whereas there's quite a few times where I'd love to do that. Like I don't know, just like tidy up this floor a bit, tidy up like that. I don't know. Anyhow, are we good? I think we're good. I think we might even have our 64K storage component. Maybe soon. I'll open this guy up. Oh, we're currently ordering a decent chunk of these, which is actually what I was going to lead into next. Was we should probably make some speed upgrades for this guy, because I mean we're going to be crafting a lot of this stuff, I imagine. Now we can do that. Like speed upgrades, they are a thing. If we search speed upgrade, they exist. They're in here. Oh yeah, okay. They're going to cost us some osmium, and an infused alloy, and then this is just glass. So the osmium dust, I believe we have osmium in our system, I would imagine. Yeah, we've got a decent amount in piece form, but we can transform that as needed. Like, I guess realistically, if I wanted to, I could probably make these, chuck them in, and I think they'll just start processing automatically. Yeah, you can see some are getting taken out. So there we go. We've got some osmium being processed. Beautiful. The infused alloys, these are going to be iron and redstone in a metallurgic infuser. But it's also not that simple, right? Now we can just use redstone, or we can use enriched redstone. There's a lot going on here. I'll leave this going for now, but what we are going to do is I am going to, like change this stuff. Like I'm gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to add more stuff here. One thing I will likely need to do though, like pretty much ASAP, is genuinely upgrade this cable to be a dense one so that we can actually monitor the channel. Oh, not monitor the channels, but use more channels. So we're going to search cable. We've got some covered cables. We've got some smart cables. What's it going to cost me for, what are these? Cyan? What's it going to cost me for a cyan dense smart cable? We're going to need dense smart cables, which are going to need dense covered cables, which are going to need covered cables. Awesome. Okay. So what, I need 8 of them? Alright, there we go. Actually, wait, is that where we go? Hold on. Cyan dense smart cable. I need 8 of them? Like, why do I need 8 of them? That seems really weird, doesn't it? Surely I can just use one smart cable and then just, like, use a cyan dye on it, right? Surely. Like, I mean, surely, right? Like, I place this guy down and just... No, really? I need a... that's painful. At least I could be missing it, right? Okay, well, it looks like I need more cables then. I mean... It doesn't have to be like this. Realistically, what I can do is if I just search covered... Well, I guess I need covered dense ones anyway. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I think I've done it. We've got all the stuff here. It cost us pretty much all of our Flux crystals, so we're now out of Flux crystals, which I'll have to sort out at some point. But we've got the cables, so you know, it's not all doom and gloom. We're going to turn those into cyan cables. Beautiful. What that'll allow us to do is head under here. We'll just break a hole in the floor, I guess. I'm going to wrench up this. We're going to place our dense cable. I'll wrench up this one as well, and we'll place another dense cable here. And then we can... Oh yeah, we can leave that as it is. But now we do have access to more. And by that, what I mean, I guess, is I can like disconnect this and reconnect it differently, right? Like instead what I can do, I guess, is like send pipes out this way connecting there, or sorry, cables. I will need more, which is a problem, but I think we're fine. Oh God. Yeah, we've got 10. We can use covered cables. I don't think it matters too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the cables this way, which I think I can just do like this, oddly enough. And that should be fine. I'm going to connect them there. Then I'm going to disconnect all of these ones, right? And what that should leave us with is, you know, I need this one to be a smart cable just so that I can... I want to be able to see what's coming out of this direction by doing this. So this has one channel connected. Oh, because this isn't even going anywhere. Cool. Well, yeah, that makes it easy. So now we've got this channel that we can deal with. This is going to be like our machine channel, right? Because it's connected to our... this pattern thing here. I know how to talk. And we're going to have another one right next to it, which realistically, what I'll only have to do is have one here. Because that one, yeah, we're good. Hold on. Let's open this up. Give me a second. Pattern provider. Can I order one of you? It's going to have to craft some stuff, isn't it? Hold on. Let me cancel our drive that we're making. Let me order one of these. I can't order it. No, I can't order it. No, I can't order it. Yes, I can order it. There we go. That shouldn't take too long, right? Surely. Maybe? Maybe. Oh, it's done. Okay, awesome. So this guy I'm going to place there. Awesome, he's connected. I will want to make sure that we have this disconnected, or else that'll send stuff right into our system, which we don't want. So that should be good. It's disconnected. That means what I can do is I can get rid of this and this. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And then this channel connected all the way over here. This should be a completely different system compared to this one. And we need a smart cable to figure out what it's doing. So I'll press U on this. Nope, that didn't work. How do I smart cable? Smart cable. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I forgot we had to make like 8 of them, didn't we? So I'll grab one of them. Here we go. I'm going to disconnect this. I'm going to place the smart cable here. Oh, here. Beautiful. And now we can see 6 channels connected in that direction. Awesome. I quite like that. It is really fun. I genuinely... It's very fun trying to figure out like how to chain them all up and stuff. It's quite enjoyable. But it can take away from, I guess, what you're trying to do in an episode when you're like, what's using the channels and you're screaming and stuff. But anyhow, now we have the Metallurgic Infuser somewhat auto craftable. I'm going to set the bottom to be input output. I'm going to set him to auto eject just like before. The infused type as well though, I'm going to want this to be inputting from the bottom as well, right? So what we're going to be getting is this here. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how this works, right? Otherwise there's extra, but I think just infused type should be its own section. I think we're good. Everything's inserting from the bottom. Yeah, sure. So we'll open this up. I'm going to search for these infused alloys. I'm going to click on this. Redstone. Oh, I see. Interesting. I've never seen this right here. I've never seen that. How strange. 0.1. So, I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know what to do with that. I was just gonna, yeah, okay. I see you. Interesting. Anyway, what I'm probably gonna do instead is I'm going to remove both of these, and I'm gonna say, hey, an iron nugget will equal an infused alloy. But, if we look here, we only need 10 millibuckets worth of redstone to turn an iron ingot into an infused alloy. Now, we get, I believe, if we look at this, I think if we right click it and we go through here, there should be one section here for infused types. A piece of redstone will give you 10 millibuckets. Sounds pretty good, right? We can send in our redstone and it'll give us back an infused alloy. But it gets cooler. Instead of sending in that redstone, we could send in an enriched redstone, which would give us the equivalent of 8 redstone, right? 80 millibuckets instead of 10 millibuckets. So then that's 8 of these alloys. We would have to make 8. We can't leave the extra redstone just sitting there. But it's more efficient. The enriched redstone, you might be wondering, that's literally just one piece of redstone in the enrichment chamber. Very, very affordable. So we're going to grab that. That's fine. We're going to grab this infused alloy recipe. We're going to change it though. We're going to say, oh, sorry, I want to actually put that iron back in there. We are going to, oh God, I'm pressing all the wrong things. We're going to, I don't actually know how to change it. It says middle click, modify amount, but like, I don't know. Middle click's not doing anything. I think it could be because I changed my, what, primary, secondary. Can be requested through automating crafting. Anyway, sorry, I got a bit confused there. So I don't know how to change it. I think it's because I changed my keybind for what do you call it? The pick block, which I think was middle click. So I changed that to left control. That allows me to order more of an ingredient within the system. So this system doesn't currently work. So I believe what I need to do is manually up this, right? So manually put in 8. Oh, nah. Hold on. Yeah, well that didn't work. Anyway, manually put in 8 and then do the same for the infused alloy, which I'll be honest, I don't think I can do. I don't think I can bump this up, which as you can see is a problem because my middle mouse button doesn't work. And when I press control, it's just getting rid of it. Oh my God. This is, I don't like this. So if I change, if I just, have that as middle button, open this up and middle button this, does it do anything? Middle click modify amount, and that's not doing anything. Controls, keybinds, middle key. I like using it to sort stuff. I'll change it to something else. I'll change it to be this one on my mouse. Sure, why not? Yep, awesome. So now is it gonna work? Middle. Now it works. Okay. So you're not allowed nice things. If you're gonna go the applied energistics 2 route over refined storage. So far, that's been I think my biggest gripe is just the keybind. I don't know. It's one of those things. It happens so often, just in like day-to-day life. Like for example, the difference between like using a Windows PC versus a Mac, or using an iPhone compared to an Android. There's these things that people just live with, and then one day you're like, oh, I'll try out this device, and you're like, what is this horrible like keybind setup? Like why is this just default? Why is this happening? And you have to put in so much effort just to fix it. And it's like, you don't understand how easy life could be just by not having to do that. Like, anyway, I mean, I'm obviously being a little bit nitpicky, but I don't know. There's a lot of things like that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I wanted it to be like it was for refined storage, where if I hold control, and I think if I hold control and shift, you can like click to order stuff. Like, for example, if I have crafting tables, right? I can order a crafting table. That's fine. We then have a crafting table in the system. If I want more, instead of taking it out, I can middle click in applied energistics. In refined storage, you would hold like control and shift, right? And then that way you wouldn't have to change any of your other keybinds. And you could still, you know, sort your messy inventory with a middle click. Whereas now I have to press a different button. I just wanted to complain about that. I tried setting it to be control shift, but it wasn't working in the other episode. But anyway, this is fine. We're going to grab one of those enriched redstones as well and chuck that guy in there. And this should work just fine. So what we're going to do is this guy's going to get the enriched redstone. This guy's going to get the processing pad in there. We're then going to open this guy up. We're going to search for our alloys, our infused alloys. I'm going to order one, which is inherently going to order 6 because that's the only recipe I gave it, or 8, sorry. So we'll click start. And as you can see, it's currently enriching our piece of redstone. And then once this guy's done, we should get a bunch of this stuff happening. I want to see if this works. Let's see. Boom. Let's have a look. Yeah, I thought it might not. And the reason I thought it might not is because it needs to go through the yellow part. Like this is going to be, yeah, he's not doing anything because he can't do anything. He can't put anything in here. We need to give him access at the bottom through that yellow section. And I can't do that. I can't do that, my friend. It's the one problem with these infusers. We could do it with laser IO, but then we'd have to have a middleman. We'd have to have a chest that it goes into first. And I don't really want to do that. I just want it to go into the system. So like the issue at the moment is this guy's input and output, but he's not extra. Whereas when extra is available, he can be placed in. So it's like, we can't have both. You know what I mean? Like it's, like I can't just have this be a dual side. It has to be, you have to tell it like, hey, this side's input, this side's output, this side's extras. Ugh. All right, I'll tell you what, let's fix it. So I'm going to pick this guy up. But it's, you know what? I'll leave him here. Yeah, I'll leave him here. We can still do it. It can still be done. What we're going to do, I'm getting angry. We're going to search framed. I would love to have a framed barrel. I know we've got framed chests. Do we have framed barrels? No, we can't afford barrels yet. That with the technology, it just doesn't exist. It's just simply not possible. But I'm going to place a frame chest here, and it should put all the resources into that frame chest. So for example, if I chuck this stuff back in there, and we go ahead and order some more of these infused alloys here, if we order them. Oh, is it actually still... Oh, it did it. But yeah, as you can see, this guy's now got the ingredients. Awesome. So I'm going to place my stone brick so that we can camouflage this block into the ground. Ooh, very sneaky. And then from here, we're going to use laser IO, okay? We're going to use laser IO because laser IO does something pretty cool. It allows you to access multiple sides of a block just by standing on one side. Now, I'll show you what that means once we get it hooked up. This might be a little bit of work. If we search laser, there's a few things we need. We need a laser node. That's it. I sort of lied. There's not much you need. But the other thing we do need is a card. We need to grab an item card. So that's going to be this guy here. And we're going to need 2 of them. So that should be fine. In order to make both of these guys, we're going to essentially need one of these, a logic chip. This is going to cost us a block of quartz, some clay, redstone, and all that. And you get 4 of them, so it's not the worst. It's a pretty good deal, if we're being honest. And then we actually need to smelt this. Yeah, it's fine. I was just thinking in my head, like, is there... Oh, yeah, that's annoying. That just went... Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, it's kind of fine because we're right here, but it's also a little bit annoying. I need to add this into here as a blacklist. There we go, and then I can place it on. Oh, do I need to... Actually, wait, hold on. Sorry. I can just place it in this chest. But yeah, oh, was that the right chest? Did I just start smoking it? Yeah, I just started smoking it. The point I was trying to make though, sorry, was I was thinking like, is there an easier way for us to smelt stuff wirelessly? You know what I mean? Instead of running over here and adding a pattern or something, I need a barrel over there or something where I can deposit and it'll send it over here. I could do that just by making this an ender chest, to be completely honest. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Do we have the technology? Do we have the ender chest technology? We do. We genuinely do. In terms of the wool technology, I don't want to use orange wool, I'll be honest with you. Like, we can use orange wool, but, you know, like, not yet, I guess. Yeah. You know what? We'll do orange wool. I just needed 2 of them, you know what I mean? So we're going to get ender chests. I'm going to make 2 of them. I want to use the orange wool for them. These are going to be... it's a smelting color. So we're going to get 2 of these. Ender pearl, blaze rod, obsidian, wool. Pretty cheap. We're going to burn ourselves. We'll stand in the water. We're going to break this chest. That should be fine. We're going to place an ender chest here. That means we will have to make sure that we set this guy up to extract as well. If you want, by the way, if you're playing on a server, I highly suggest using things like ender chests. Because what you can do, and I'll show it off for this, is if you grab diamonds, you can grab 2 of them. And on each of the chests, at the moment, this is a public ender chest of a code orange, orange, orange. If I shift and right click with diamond on it, or maybe I just normal right click. Yeah, just normal right click. There we go. As you can see, the lock becomes diamond. It is now mine. It belongs to me. Someone else with an ender chest that says orange, orange, orange cannot connect and see what I've got hidden away in there. So make sure that you use them and make sure you slap a diamond on them. It's very, very important if you're playing on a server. But the cool thing now is that this guy here, as long as I lock him again. So at the moment, for example, oak plank in there. Still in there, right? Yep. I was making sure someone didn't steal it in my single player world. But if we come over here, no oak plank. But if I come back over here and we lock it with a diamond, boom. And then we go back over here. You ready? Oak plank. Well, no oak plank, but no oak plank because it instantly went through the system. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're picking up what I'm putting down? I think so. So yeah, cool. Awesome. Wonderful. Hopefully we all understand. So next on the list are the item cards. I'm going to want 2 of these. They're going to need apparently some gold nuggets, which we apparently just don't have lying around. So we're going to grab a second one of that. Awesome. Oh, actually, we might want 3 of them. We'll leave it for now. I'm going to want one of these guys. This is a laser connector, and I want to turn that guy into a laser node right here. So this guy is going to be placed on top of this chest, connecting to both the chest and the Metallurgic Infuser. The Metallurgic Infuser, we can customize this guy. So I'm going to say, hey, Metallurgic Infuser, from the top, you can input and output. You can do both. Why not? From the back, I'm going to say you can do the extra. So that's where the redstone's going to go. Okay? That enriched redstone. So the next thing we need to do is customize this. So on the top, well, actually, no, not on the top, sorry. But connecting to the Metallurgic Infuser, we're going to want at least 1 item card. So this is the west side. We can look west there. This is the west side. You can even see a little laser connects once you chuck in your little code. I'm going to open this. I'm going to right-click on the card to open it up. And then we can set our configuration. So I want it to insert. That's pretty much it. I want it to insert, however, from a specific side. That side is going to be the back of it, which I believe is the east. So for example, for this block that I've set to insert extra from back is facing that direction, like the back of the block is facing that direction, which is east. So we've gone in here into this item card and we've configured it to touch the east of it. Insert on the east. That's it. We're good. And it's on channel 0. Yeah, on channel 0. The next thing we're going to want to do is another card. So we can chuck this guy in here, right click on him. We also want him to insert. This time, we want him to do it from the top. So we're going to click this, and we want it from the up, which is what we configured in here. Up there. Perfect. Okay. The next thing we want to do is... Oh, actually, you know what? We actually want this to just be input. So input from the top. And I'm going to set it to output at the bottom on auto eject, and that'll automatically put it into our system, which is pretty good. So the next thing we want is obviously on the downside of this laser, we want another item card. So this guy here. So on the down, item card, and this guy's going to actually extract from the barrel below. That's pretty much it. Good enough for me. Awesome. So you can see the lasers connected. If you look very closely, you can actually see the resources going through, and they're actually being placed in here. So all the iron came in, then in went the redstone, and now it's magically working. So one other thing you might notice we'll need is an ender gate. So we'll grab one of these basic ones for now. Chuck that guy on top. He's powered again. Awesome. Wonderful. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. Next up is osmium. We need this to be a dust. Oh, you know what I sort of didn't realize? We could just, hold on. We can do a little bit of magic. I can chuck this stuff in here. We have an ore hammer. And this guy turns the stuff into dust. So I'm just going to grab a stack of that stuff out. There you go. That's that problem solved. And what I can also do is this hammer. Hold on. I mean, I can just keep him on me and he'll repair himself because we've got that talisman on us. Where is it? We've got the repair talisman. In saying that, he hasn't started. So if he does do that, he's holding off. He sure is a little bit stage fright. Anyway, it's fine. We can craft more of these. It's just blocks, you know, pretty cheap. But yeah, this system, I mean, works like a charm. So next thing we want is obviously the speed upgrades. I'm going to craft some as let me, which is going to be 3. I'm going to chuck them in here. They will use a lot more RF, which we'll find out as we start whether we can keep up with it. We should be able to. But yeah, so where were we? 64k storage component. Craft one of these. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just going to craft it. It doesn't even need anything else. What do you call it? Smelted. Yeah, it's literally just doing the manual crafting. And you can actually, yeah, you can actually see it craft in the molecular assembler. I don't think I've even shown that off yet. By the way, talking about showing off, I'm currently using Overimagined shaders. They are very beautiful. They are responsible for all the beauty that you see here. I'm pretty sure they're like sourced off of Complementary or something. So like Complementary shaders, Complementary Reimagined, Overimagined, they're all pretty similar and they're all pretty good. I mean, let's be honest. Any shaders you see on this list, they're pretty good. Like they're genuinely pretty good. So yeah, we now have a 64k ME storage component. I'm going to turn this guy into a disc. It's going to cost us some quartz glass, but it's a small price to pay for storage. What else do we have? We have chemical storage. We have portable fluid storage. We have portable item cells, portable chemical cells, item storage, crafting storage, fluid storage, item storage cell, fluid storage cell, and another disk drive with a different recipe. Yeah, okay. So I want this disk drive. It's not the best use of it, but listen, I like it. If we chuck this guy in here, he will store a lot of resources. He will store a lot. He'll store 64,000 things, I imagine. Sure. And here's where it's going to get interesting. Is it where it's going to get interesting? Yeah. I'm going to grab both of these. I'm going to come over to our cell workbench. I'm going to clear this page here. I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm going to chuck this guy in. Well, here's the thing. I want to like add whitelisting and stuff, right? Like some petitioning to keep this guy like clear of junk. But I don't really know if I can get away with that. I don't know. I don't know the best course of action. Like I would love to just fill this 64k drive with just gross stuff and have like none of our other disks touched. But I'm trying to think of how I do that. You know what does exist that we could do? We could connect a separate system and store everything over there, or even, I mean, even store everything here, but from over there, just in a slightly separate network, and then grab it as we need. I think that'll be my temporary solution. We'll see how this goes, because you can do some pretty cool stuff. What am I going to need here? I'm going to get a new drive, a new ME drive. I mean, we can craft them that easily. Why not? So that should be fine. I'm going to get a quartz fiber cable, and I believe you can connect them magically. So for example, if I were to grab this wrench, pick up this guy, and move him, I don't know, over here or something, and I were to place a quartz fiber cable here, what does this guy do? He sits on the ground. What if I place him? Oh, did I? Oh, I'm currently holding him. What if I place him here? What if I place him? What if I connect him there? Okay. So he does connect to stuff. You just sort of have to tell him to. Yeah, look, it's connected. So what I was thinking is, if I place a drive here, and I grab more quartz fiber, we're gonna have to craft a bit. We don't have them just lying around. I believe what I can do is connect it like so. I don't know why it's like not connected in the middle, but I think this works. No, I mean, it's not even lighting up. So I don't think so. It's possible I need a controller as well. which we can do. That's fine. Let's do a little bit more experimenting because I ready to hear something cool about it. Where was it? I mean, realistically, I should like just learn how to actually like partition stuff better. Oh, to add to that, misusing these disks, particularly by storing a lot of items with excessive amounts of NBT data, can have fairly grave consequences for the world being played on, such as chunk bans or even corrupted player data. Maybe we don't want to do it. I mean, okay, well then, what am I meant to do with all this junk? I walked too close. Now listen. Whilst I sort of know what you're gonna say, I've used it in the past. I don't. What? How did you get set on fire? I don't know how you got set on fire. What I was gonna say though is I'm aware that there's this guy, the armory cabinet, but he's not that good. He's not that good. I'm not a fan of him. I don't like him. He's not good. I'm just not a fan. We'll see. You know what? That might be the better idea. Here. Let's put this stuff away. If the system, did I break the game? No. What have I done? This is still connected. Oh, it's because I picked this guy up and he's not connected to the system anymore. Ugh, blah blah. Yep. You can go back. It's fine. System. Quit crying. Boom. Yep. We're linked. We're good to go. Boom. Okay. So what I was gonna say is, I know what we need to do. We're going to grab an export bus. I'm going to grab this guy. And I'm going to get all the items to just go into a trash can or something, I guess. We could try to put them into an armory cabinet if we really feel like that's something that's worth even trying to do. We can, you know. It's not a horrible idea. It's just an idea that I don't like. But we can grab this guy. We can place him, I don't know, here. We can place an export bus there. We can hook up a cable like so. And we can export stuff in here. Now, in terms of what we can export, I don't really know how we'd even go about doing it. I think what we'd want is probably a fuzzy card. If I search card here, we do have a fuzzy card. I can chuck this in here. Fuzzy comparison, match any. Yeah, I can just do match any. And then what I reckon we do as well is we grab capacity cards. I'll probably need more of these. So what are we going to need? Some more quartz. That's doable. Oh, by the way, let me order some quartz. I'll have to actually wait for the one that we just did to finish, but let's have a look at the speed. It's currently using 100 RF per tick. That's pretty easy. We've got plenty. And it's going a lot faster than it was. Cool. If we wanted to as well, I'm pretty sure we can afford to make some more of these upgrades as well. One more. But hey, good enough. Shift click it in. Should see a little bit of speed bonus out of this. Cool. Yeah, we were doing storage cards, weren't we? Capacity cards. Boom. Boom. We got 2. Awesome. So I'll chuck these in here. That's our full capacity open. Scheduling mode, export, that doesn't matter. Yeah. So I guess, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna, yeah. Should we just do it? I mean, I know we shouldn't, but like, should we just do it? I kind of feel like we just sort of do it. Because realistically, if we come over here, in terms of the items, I'm probably going to pick up a bunch of junk here, right? That's fine. This guy's, yeah, very full. Yep, it's awesome. Yep, lots of junk. How much of this is NBT data? I mean, I guess these things do have quite a lot of junk on them, to be honest, like all these armor pieces. But like, realistically, is there a lot of armor pieces? You know, like, I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. Alternatively, what I'm looking at right now, a lot of this stuff has an EMC value that we could just turn into EMC instead of even worrying about all this stuff that's going on. I don't know what the play is. I genuinely don't. Yeah, there's a lot of armor and stuff. I reckon we send everything into the system. I reckon we do that. Once again, probably not an amazing sounding idea, but I think we do it nonetheless. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to already just put everything that we have away, because that should be pretty much most things. We've probably dropped a bunch of, over there. What I'm going to grab is, I think we're just going to put cables all the way over. I'll be honest with you. I'm like thinking of it, and I think that's just what we're going to do. We'll probably need more fluid stuff, so I'm going to chuck all this stuff in there to get processing while we get crafting here. I just want normal cables. I don't want anything too crazy going on. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab, what do we want? An importer? Yeah, I think so. So we'll grab import bus. This guy right here, we'll have to craft some things. That should be fine. Easy. Boom. Import bus. Here we go. We're going to come over here. I'm going to rip open underneath this. Perfect. I'm going to place a cable there. On top of the cable, I'm going to place my import bus. Wonderful. That's pretty much how it goes. Okay, so there is wireless, by the way, but it's a little bit finicky to get, so we're probably just not going to bother trying. But I just need to run this cable all the way to whatever the closest cable is, which is probably this one, but the problem is this one, how many channels does this have? 6. Whereas if I connect over here, we're probably doing a lot better. This one has what? Oh no, this one's capped out, so yeah, we actually do want to connect over here. That's fine, we can do that. So I'm going to bring this over here, and then what I'll probably do is I'll probably use the building gadget. That'll probably be an easy way to do this. I don't think we can use building gadget, which I guess makes sense. They're a little bit finicky, these cables. Yeah, okay, we'll manually do it. Okay, beautiful. Didn't take too long to connect. I lowered my throttle quite a bit, so we're a little bit slower. But now it's hooked up. This stuff should be emptying into the system. As you can see, a little bit of gunpowder is going through. It is making its way over, so that's good. Obviously, it's quite slow, so I'm going to put all this stuff away, or at least, most of this stuff. In terms of cards, there is an acceleration card, I believe. Yep, here it is. We might as well try and make one. We're going to need a Flux crystal, which is going to obviously need, what do you call it? Some Flux seeds. We'll go ahead and craft this. Realistically as well, we should just add the recipe for it, which I might do while that's processing. So, yeah, we're probably going to want another one of these as well. Pattern, yep, sure, let's order, I don't know, 10 of them. Nope, can I order just one? Let's see. We just need one. Yeah, we can order one. Okay, one's crafted, beautiful. Next up, we want, obviously, Flux crystals. Let's get this stuff crafted, so that's going to be, yeah, pretty much that recipe. That should be good. And the seed itself, that recipe there, awesome. So this recipe goes in there, and then this recipe goes in here. Beautiful, so that stuff's pretty much auto-crafted. What was I actually trying to craft? The acceleration card. So that's this guy here. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. I think these stack on top of each other, don't they, from memory? So if we go under here, open this guy up. Oh, he's got nothing in him. But if we chuck that there, he should hopefully be going a little bit faster. I mean, yeah, he's pulling out, like, decent chunks now. Look at that. He's barely able to keep up, but at the moment he's trying to keep up with this guy here, right? The absorption operator. He's getting a decent amount out of you. We'll be able to see if he can actually keep up once, I guess, he gets through all this junk. Including the junk that I'm going to manually place in there because it got in my inventory somehow. Alright, but as you can see, I mean, when it decides to take an item, it takes that item. Like, we've got all the spiderite pretty much yoinked out of the system. It should just take everything out, and it should be amazing, okay? And it looks like that's what it's doing. Obviously, it'll clear up all this stuff. We're looking good. Now, in terms of all the tools and stuff, that is going to get messy, and it is going to cause issues for our network, it's a problem, right? At the moment, it's all pretty much going into these for the most part, especially like some of these partitioned ones we've had to store like a bunch of spider eyes and stuff. But a lot of these individual pieces are going to fill this thing up like crazy. So what we're probably going to want to do, at least at some point, is I might actually want just a normal 64K storage device. Although apparently what we need for that is glass. Apparently we don't have any glass lying around, so let's go ahead and add this recipe. Preferably one that smelts sand. That probably makes more sense. Oh, do we not have... You know what? I think we're in a bit of a pickle. Because I don't think we... Yeah, we don't have the glass to make the pattern to make the glass. Oh, no! Anyhow, grab this out. We'll grab this out. We'll give it a test. I'll chuck that in there. And that should process and smelt plenty of the stuff to craft what we want. Give it a few seconds. Hopefully... I don't actually know if this stuff updates live. It doesn't look like it does. If I cancel this and start it again, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to order that. There we go, blank pattern. Create that smelting pattern. Then we'll fly all the way over here. Jump around back. Chuck that guy in. Now we can smelt glass. Beautiful. So, how's this guy going? Oh, he's filling up very fast. That's sort of what I'm a little bit worried about. I do want that 64K storage cell, so we're going to order one of these. Actually, we don't have... What don't we have? We don't have... I think this crafting storage, believe it or not, to make this, because it needs to craft too many things at once. Yeah, it says 1,332 bytes used. This is a 1K storage, crafting storage. We don't have enough. So we actually need another one. We need another 1K. So I can actually order a 1K, and then I might be able to just order the resources for this thing. I'll have to wait a little bit for this CPU to clear up because it's currently crafting some other stuff. But we should be able to order that. This episode's going a little bit too long. I'm aware of that, but I want to fix this because I don't want to leave this guy like filling up with all these tools and like not have a solution and just having a big problem. I obviously don't want that to happen because that sounds like a bad time. All right, the last part's currently crafting. I think it pops up live when we actually get it. I'm pretty sure. It might take a few seconds, but it should happen. Listen, I'm fairly confident. I think part of the issue as well is we're getting a bunch of like, I was smelting all that sand, and so it was like clogging up our system to smelt the silicon. But anyway, we now have a crafting unit. We're going to turn that into a 1K crafting storage, and then we can just connect this on. So I can just break this, slap that, they connect. Now we should be able to order the 64K storage component because we now have enough bytes. We have 2K capacity. Boom, we can order that. It's going to take a while, but that's not our problem. At the moment, we probably want to start exporting some of the tools that are clogging this system up because why wouldn't we? So if I search, I believe, $tool, $armor. How do I search for tags here? Hashtag armor? Yeah, hashtag armor worked. Okay, so as you can see, we got some armor here. What I'm going to want to do is pretty much get a full set of each of these, right? So the pants, the helmets, and all that for all these. And I kind of want to just chuck them in here. The issue is, right, if I chuck these in, it will only get rid of the leather stuff, won't it? Will it? Let's actually, I'm not entirely sure. Let's watch. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's only the leather disappearing. Whereas I want it to be taking all the tools. I don't know how I can export a tag. You know what I mean? I want to export armor. I don't know how to do that with these cards here. I don't even know if it's possible, to be completely honest. Now, in case you're wondering, I guess what I'm talking about right now, there's a specific thing you can do. I'm trying to figure out the best way to show it. I guess I can show it in here. So what you can actually do within the pipes filtering is you can type in a tag. So for example, I could type, I believe, Minecraft : armor, or maybe I can just write armor, to be honest. Actually, I think you need a hashtag. So hashtag armor. Nope, hashtag, come on, Minecraft armor. Apparently I'm losing my mind. Is it a hashtag or a $sign? Nope, $sign doesn't even work. I might be losing my mind. There's a way to do this. Yeah, prefixed, armor, okay. Maybe I need to do, you ready? Forge armor. There we go. And it will filter and it will, move every single thing that has the tag forge armor. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ability to do that because that gets rid of all the armor all at once. And that's what I want. The issue is, as good as that feature is from pipes, I don't know how to pipe out of an ME drive, you know what I mean? Because I need access to the inventory, but the inventory is stored in these disk drives, so I can't like grab it out, you know what I mean? That's sort of the issue. Like I could grab it from this, I can't grab it anywhere else. What I could do is I could extract it before it gets into the alchemical chest. That might be the play. I think that's what I do. So I'm going to set this guy to extract. That's facing the north. We'll double check by making sure that this guy is outputting items north. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pipe upgrade. We're going to get the best pipe upgrade we can. So we're going to push it all the way to netherite if we can. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we're still crafting this thing. I'm just going to cancel it. I'm just going to cancel it so I can craft my my redstone blocks that I'm too lazy to make. There we go. Diamond, and then we'll craft the same thing over here. And we will place this in. Okay, and then we can order our 64K again. So this should work. Did we place the armory cabinet here? We did. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to pick this up, pick that up. Awesome. We're going to fly back over here. Awesome. Open this guy. Chuck in our pipe upgrade. Click add. Type exactly what we had before. Forge armor. Here we go. Submit. Beautiful. I'm also going to add hashtag forge::tools. There we go. That should hopefully get all the tools as well, like steel axes and stuff. I don't know if I have to do hashtag forge swords. I guess we can. And then I think we probably also want to do forge bows. That should cover pretty much anything, right? Like if we're looking here, there's tools, there's bows, there's armor. Maybe shields. I don't know what shields fall under. Minecraft shield. We can do that. Let's add. I don't know if there's a forge for it. Forge shields. Yeah, sure. Beautiful. It only looks like there's one shield, the Minecraft shield, but it worked nonetheless. That should be fine. So we're gonna have that guy do that, obviously, and he will go into the armory cabinet. And so at the moment, it's only got leather stuff in there, obviously. Hopefully, this works. We should hopefully see more than meets the eyes. I'm not sure what all those particles are from, if I'm completely honest. Oh, it's from the nether portal. But yeah, so we'll be able to check back in later. That should be good. In terms of the stuff currently in a system, actually, for example, if I chuck that stuff in there, did that go in there? I don't know. How do I know? I don't know. Oh, hold on. We've got stuff right here to test with. So, for example, blessed chainmail, currently not in there. If I place this stuff here, where'd it go? It's in there. It's in there. Will it get every single piece of item? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What we can do though, is I can pick this up, put that there, and I can just manually... Actually, no, that won't really work, will it? I was going to say I can manually put things there. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Well, What I'm thinking I do real quick is... Do I just get rid of this stuff? Step height. I kind of think I do. Like, the armor's cool and stuff, but we don't need it at this point. We fly around with that jetpack much more than we use our, like, just passive speed. So I'm going to move that there. In here, I'm going to store that stuff. Maybe the pipe stuff as well. Why not? Everything else can go into the storage system, as in right into here. And then what I'm thinking I do is we go right at the bottom. So currently we're sorted by descending. So if I go at the bottom, as you can see, we can see all this junk. I think as well I could obviously just type forge armor and find all this stuff. That's actually, yeah, that's pretty easy way to do this. And then I just grab everything that I don't want, which is honestly pretty much all this stuff. So grab all this and I'm just going to send it in here. I think as well, no, I can't interact. Yeah, you can't interact with this stuff normally. You have to, what do you call it? Oh, I'm actually currently repairing it all. You have to use an actual tool to like put it in there, an actual machine. So this should be good. That should, yeah. I think it's working. I think we're good. We'll come back over here. We should have nothing in here at now. Let's also do the same for tools. Tools will be a bit trickier, I think, because some of this stuff I probably do want. I mean, we can connect up to the system in the future. It's just at the moment we don't want to. We obviously want to empty it, so yeah. Okay, that should be pretty much everything out of our system. If I really wanted to, I could grab all this stuff out like I'm doing right now and chuck it all in here. That is something I could do. I mean, realistically, I should be chucking it in there if we're being completely honest. But you get the idea. Oh, there's my other pipe wrench, by the way. We lost that a few episodes ago. Cool. Now, this obviously isn't a foolproof solution. Some probably will slip through the cracks, but I would imagine not enough to corrupt my world. You know what I mean? And usually I make a backup, like, usually pretty much every episode. I haven't done one today, ironically. The one time I probably need it. So we should be fine. You know what I mean? Like, even if it does break, the worst would probably be like a day's footage, I would imagine. Which I mean, that's horrible, but it shouldn't be the end of the world, realistically. And if that does happen, I mean, that's a pretty strong indicator that, like, I don't know, it's pretty messed up, right? And I'd probably argue even just, like, not using the mod, just because, I mean, how can a mod break your world just by, like, using it? You know what I mean? Especially without, like, offering, you know, easy alternatives in terms of especially, like, what do you call it? Being able to output using tags. I feel like that's one of the biggest things. I think we also, yeah, I put my magnet away, didn't I? And that's what's currently slowing us down a bit. But yeah, so all this stuff should go in our system quite nicely, as you can potentially see. Yeah, that's all going in there. We can see where it's filling up. I think sadly it's, yeah, it filled up this guy. Now it's filling up this guy, 64,000, 4,000. We can take a lot of that storage out. See, some stuff made it through the cracks, especially when we put it in all at once. Not a lot though. I think we're fine in the small amounts as well. It's just when I like bulk through the stuff in there. So I think we're fine. The 64K drive we have though, I want to turn this into just a normal storage cell. So I want to do the good old fashioned item storage cell. So we're gonna have to craft some stuff for this. That's fine. Where are we? Quartz glass. Here it is. Beautiful. So I'm gonna grab one of these, just a normal one that uses 63 types. We're gonna chuck this guy in here. I'm actually gonna switch these two out. Gonna take both of these out, I think. And then what I actually want to do is I want to disk manipulate it back in. So from cells into the disk. So I want to chuck this stuff in there. And as you can see, it pretty much emptied it instantly. All of it's gone into this 64K. And I think that's a much better use of our time. Like 32,000 in there. That seems pretty good. If we really want to, which I kind of do. Let's see how much we can actually jam in there. Did that help at all? I don't think it did. I don't think it did, but that's fine. I'm going to chuck the rest of this stuff in there. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I would prefer it fill up literally anything else except for the 64K and the 4K. I want these to be like my emergency drives at the bottom that just store like all the extra stuff. So that should be good. Yeah. I am still worried about this. I will be honest. Especially since it like, yeah. Alright, as you can see, Forge Armor is empty. Forge Tools is empty. Forge Swords is empty. Forge Bows, there's 3. Okay, I'm going to try and empty those as well, make sure they're not in our system. Just so that we can remember in the next episode, if there happens to be some, we know, okay, they shouldn't be in it. See, no bows. So if anything else shows up, it's leaked through the system, and it might be an issue. But for right now, we should be good. Oh, awesome. How cool is that? I'm pretty happy. What I might do as well, I don't know if it's the best idea, but I might order another 64K just as like backup. You know what I mean? Just in case our system does become completely full, in which case we'll probably want one of these. We'll probably want it to be one of these disk drives, in which case what we're probably going to want to do is get our hands on just the disk housing as well, which we can probably do. Realistically, I should add this recipe right here using a pattern. The problem is we don't have any patterns lying around. The problem is this guy's just like sitting there doing nothing. It's fine. We'll get there in the end. But yeah, I'm genuinely, this was a really good episode. It's been a bit long, but yeah, it was fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the helpful comments, the incredible support on the series, on the channel, and everything in general. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'm very glad we solved that as well. It's going to be nice coming over here and not just instantly just being riddled with, I don't know, items. There's still an XP problem that we apparently have to deal with, but oh, it's nice. It's nice. I'm happy so far. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.